Hi, my name is Lynn Smith and I'm one of the history teachers here at Williamwood High School, and I'm going to be speaking to you about study skills for National 5 History. There are 3 units to be studied at National 5 History. The first unit is the Scottish unit, Migration and Empire. The second unit is the British unit, the Making of Modern Britain. And the third unit is the European and World unit, Free at Last. In National 5 History there are 2 components for the overall grade. The first component is the question paper, which is an hour and 45 minutes, and this is worth 60 marks. This is 75% of your child's overall grade. There is also the assignment, which is worth 20 marks. This is 25% of your son or daughter's overall mark. Both components are externally assessed by the SQA and are graded A to D. The first unit, Migration and Empire, looks at 4 main topics. It looks at immigration to Scotland, the experience of immigrants in Scotland, Scottish immigration and the experience of Scots abroad. There will be internal assessments, unit outcomes and unit assessments. The second topic is the Making of Modern Britain. The first section we look at is Divided Society. Then we look at the liberal reforms. We then look at the social impact of the Second World War, and then the creation of the welfare state, the labour reforms. There are also internal assessments, unit outcome and unit assessments throughout this topic. The final unit we look at is Free at Last, Civil Rights in the USA. We look at the Open Door Policy and Immigration, Separate but Equal, Civil Rights Campaigns, the Ghettos and Black American Radicalism, and again there are internal assessments, unit outcome and unit assessments throughout this course. The National 5 question paper consists of knowledge and understanding questions, which are worth 34 marks. The question types are describe questions, which are worth 5 marks, explain reasons why questions, which are worth either 5 or 6 marks, and to what extent questions, which are worth 8 marks. There are skills, 26 marks are available. You have source evaluation questions, which are worth 5 or 6 marks, how fully questions, which are worth 5 or 6, and comparison questions, which are worth 4 marks. All types of questions will be assessed. There's also a National 5 added value unit. This is worth 20 marks. Again, it's worth 25% of the overall mark. It's externally assessed by the SQA. It's a controlled assessment of 1 hour. There is a greater emphasis in skills than knowledge and understanding. There is a resource sheet taken into the final write-up. They will be working on this National 5 added value unit in class and will be preparing for it in class so that they are then prepared for the final write-up, and they will be given adequate support from their teacher to prepare for this. To study effectively for National 5 History, you can use various strategies. One of the strategies that we recommend are study cards. Pupils put the question on one side and the answer on the other. So for example, on one side of the card may be written, why did many Irish immigrants come to Scotland in the 19th century? And on the other side of the card, you could write the potato famine, eviction, friends and family. This will then reinforce recall knowledge that is needed for the final exam. Some pupils also find mind maps an effective way to study for exams because their revision is focused and the revision is organised. Another way that pupils can revise for the final exam is using the materials that have been given out in class. All pupils have or will be given revision booklets for each of the 3 topics, so this will reinforce what's written in their classwork jotter and go into certain things in greater depth. Past paper questions are also an effective way of studying, and all past paper questions can be downloaded off of the SQA website. And if your son or daughter is completing past paper questions, make sure that they're completing them under timed conditions. Pupils know how long it should take for each type of exam question to help them work in their time management for the final exam. Supported studies also run regularly within the department so that pupils can go to their teacher and seek clarification of maybe something that they're struggling with, or can be used to reinforce their existing subject knowledge. I hope you have found this presentation useful, and if you would like to discuss any of these ideas or anything else that you think we could do to help your son or daughter, please feel free to contact us.